What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Been a while. Been a little while. I've been busy working. So here's how we wrapped up for October. Let's see what our average per day was. 11 sales average per day. So we were 6.3 in August, 8.3 in September sales per day, and 11 sales per day in October. Pretty good. These numbers have gone up, so that's good. This went up and this went up. So we're doing good. Um, when I say it went up, I mean percentage wise. Like this was hovering around like 4.5 or something, and it's gradually getting better. And you can see our traffic at the beginning of the month, 338, the end of the month, 348. But it kind of gradually went up, not too much. You can kind of see, right, like the weekends, higher on the weekends. We're seeing that trend. So kind of bookend, goes down by the middle of the week and then back up. It's just kind of the trend we're on. So that's how October wrapped up. Pretty good. Nice to see another improvement. More items sold. So 2.7 more per day sold. So that's pretty good. Uh, we're coming back strong from all those listings that we ended and kind of cleaning the store up. We can see November. Well, let's look at something. So in 8 days, we have a third of the impressions that we had of all of October and about a third of the sales, a little more. It'd be 366. Yeah, so a little more than a third of the sales. So we're at 1.8 versus 1.7, 1.9, 6.8, 1.4, and 6.0. So you see we're getting better search impressions. Right now, and this is through today, we're averaging 15.25 sales per day. So that's a pretty big jump. We're going to have to look at possibly listing more per day. I might go up to 21 or 22. I was talking to my business partner about this morning, and we might. So our organic impressions went up too. You can see percentage wise. That's good. Uh, yeah. So we'll see if we're gonna up that or not. How are our page views? We're a little less than a third, close to a third. Here's our traffic from August to November. You can see the raise in traffic. Like we had a really good day. Sunday we sold 17, Monday 12, 19 on Saturday, but 450,000 impressions. Pretty good. We sold 18 today, 250,000 impressions. I knew today was going to be a good day because I woke up and we had like five sales, six offers. Um, so it was really jamming. We'll get another late rush probably here in a couple hours. It's usually what happens. And it's good to kind of know when you get sales, right? Like I get a lot in the morning, kind of dies down in the afternoon, then a lot in the evening, and around 9 to 10 o'clock, it starts to die down again. So it's important to know that because, like yesterday, we were sitting at like $70 and 4 or 5 sales. And then in the evening, it just went crazy. And before you knew it, we were at, I don't know, 12, 13 sales. Yeah. So that's just how it happens sometimes. Um, so I did do an auction. I took some of that older stuff and put it in an auction. I did it for 7 days. I did 400 items and I sold 3 items. So is that good or bad? It's all, I mean, I sold 3 items. That's not bad, but I had 400 in the auction. So I don't know. I started the auction at 299. Maybe that's too high. So I'm gonna do it again and maybe try 249 or something. I don't know, and just see what happens. Because those items are old. They're just sitting there. We need to get rid of them, right? So um, that's the plan. Just try to get rid of them, obviously, and we'll see what happens with the auction. You know, there's stuff I've never done the auctions before, so There could be stuff that's more beneficial. So I'm just playing around, just researching it. I mean, the items are just sitting there anyways. You might as well try something for it. I know some people have said, uh, like they'll put the items at 50% off and have a much better success rate than auctions. So maybe someone sees something at an auction at 2.99, but if it's, $7 marked down to 2.99, they're more apt to buy it. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they don't like to wait for an auction. I have no idea. So um, I'm going to try the auction again and see how it does. So let's look at a couple things. So you guys know I love my numbers. So 20,492 divided by 341 took 60 page views to sell an item. This month, 55, 55. So we're doing a little better, which you would expect because there's more sales, right? So again, I just look at the different indicators to see how our store's doing. Are we trending up or flat or down but we're bouncing back. Now this time last year, and we can look, let's start on September 1st. It's going to say, we can't give you data. And you can see our traffic going the other way, going down. You can see sales dipping down. Let's see how we did last November. So last November, oh, we still have this November up? No, we don't. Let's get that back up. Just to kind of compare, it's interesting. So, we just had 8 more page views. 668 on the page views versus 34,000. 3 million versus 27 million. But we've already sold 122 items. So my point is we're doing a lot better. Like, look at this. 1% of top 20 and 3.7 of the rest. 1.9 and 6.8. This is the one. 0.2 and 1.8. 0.1 and 1.1. We're just converting at a much better rate. So now, what were we at? 55. So if we have, it's kind of how you predict your sales. So if we had these same numbers, 20 or 34,000 page views, at how we're converting now, we'd sell 619 items. Divided by 30, that's over 20 items a day. 20, almost 21 items a day. So if we can get back to getting this almost a million views, excuse me, or over a million views, like look at how many we sold: 12, 9, 13, 15. What's the most we sold? 20 and 19. And we've already done 19 this month, right? Already sold 19, 17, 16, 18. So we'll probably beat this 20. That's my guess. Maybe this weekend coming up. I don't know. But that's how I look at things, just to see how are things trending. Because the other thing you can do is you can go to this, see how it just kept going down, the traffic. Came around Christmas time, we're like, oh my God, we're going to be out of business soon if this keeps up. And then it just kind of flatlined, and I don't know, man, it was terrible. 4 sales. Then we had like some 16 I saw. But yeah, so we're going to try to, or we're keeping up, trying to rebound, get better at, titles and item specifics, pictures, all of our processes to continue getting better and better. The big thing we're working on now is inventory, getting better sources to get better inventory at scale. And yeah, I think we're getting there. I think we're getting closer. What else has been going on? Just a lot of organizing. I condensed all my items, freed up almost a full shelf. I've got 30, I had, well, 42 boxes, I think I emptied. So that was good. So I don't have to make boxes for a while and I have room. I don't have to build another shelf. Um, Getting through all the wash, just getting through things processed, getting them hung up, getting pictures, going through all that. So the other thing too is I'm sure everyone knows this, but once you have an auction, when the auction's over, all those items are ended, all those listings are ended. So then you have to say, okay, what are we going to do with those 400 items? Do we just list them all? Which, for me, I'm going through and making sure everything's okay before I list it again, if that's what I'm going to do. So you got to make sure your titles, everything's, the way you want it to be. So it's going to take some time, but I guess if you put them back in, they're better listings. Now you can't change the brand, so maybe you don't put them back in. So that's what I've got to decide. Because again, I don't want to put a bunch of crap in the store and have it affect it like last time. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. That's a lot of items, 400 to just say bye and take them out of your inventory. Um, I don't want to do that again. So I gotta see what the best way forward with those items is going to be. And maybe it's just a 99-cent auction and you just make a quarter or whatever that would be. I don't even know what it would be, but 50 cents maybe just to recoup something, right? Like even if you take a loss, because right now you're at a loss, the item isn't sold, you're at a loss. It's actually costing you money because you're storing it. So um, something sitting around for a year, it's time to get rid of it for sure. So that's just kind of what's going on here, kind of the determinations that we got to make on these items and how best to move forward with them, get them out of here, get them sold, take that money and buy some, better. Because if you sell 10 items and let's say you make $5, well, that's one more good item that you can go buy and make $15 or whatever that is. So you can convert that money from the bad into the good and get it over here where it's making better money, more money. So yeah, that's kind of the process right now. And as you can see, the store is doing better. So we don't want to stop that. That's one thing my business partner said. He's like, don't touch anything. So let's not do anything to screw anything up. I'm like, yeah, I agree. Let's keep putting in the good items, keep our processes the same, um, see how we can improve. We can get more efficient. The photo setup, this angled flat lay is working really well. It's really fast to photograph items, listing items. But I think the next hurdle is to get, let's just say 30 brands or whatever. So you're constantly doing the same thing over and over, and it'll improve or it will speed up all your processes. It's the same item, you know what it's going to sell for, you know how to list it. You only need to change a few words in the listing and off to the races. But also, you got to do some research, which we're doing on titles, because there's certain keywords that are going to help things sell faster. And so we're learning what those keywords are. Well, more so me than him, because he still has his full-time job. But I'm learning what those keywords are, and then I'm seeing things start to sell as I change listings with those keywords. So that lets me know, okay, now when I get this item again, I got to make sure I sell similar off an item that has that keyword, which it's not hard because I don't know, I just remember, I don't have a photograph memory, but I just remember this is the way I need to list this item. And then just kind of is in your mind. So when you list the next one, boom, you have your title the way it needs to be. You know it's going to sell. Then you start to compile that data and see how long it's taking things to sell. So you know at this price, I'm going to get the money back at this time. All that matters. We're just exchanging money. I'm putting, let's say $5 cost of good. I'm putting $5 on eBay. and I want to get back 15 or 20 or whatever that number is, so I can do it again. And it's just this big circle that just keeps recycling your money, but every time it comes back to you, it's a little bit more than what went out. So that's that's all this game is about, right? So, all right, well, I don't have much more to say, so that's gonna do a quick one. I'll try to make more of these more often, but it gets pretty busy, and when there's certain changes I got to make and certain things to do, uh, that's more important than this at the moment. But I think in I'll say 6 months, I think my business partner will be able to work a lot more in this business, come here and help me out um, as our store continues to grow, right? Because in order for him to leave his job, he still has to make money, so eBay has to replace his salary. So we've got to probably triple sales, maybe 2.5x sales to really get to that point to where he can come over here. So we're talking maybe close to 40 sales a day. I mean, again, it depends on your sales price, right? You're selling $40 a night, $40 items. That's a lot better than $20 items. So as we see this start to accelerate when we get the better items and we're making a little bit more money, maybe it'll be 30 sales. But anyways, that's what has to happen in order for him to come here. So um, yeah, that's how it is. So I think it's going to happen. I think it's just a matter of time. Again, we're researching getting better products, how we can do that for a better price. Obviously, the more you buy, the cheaper you can get it. So that's what we're looking at. All right, that's going to do it for now. Appreciate you guys. See you.